What's good, my people? Welcome to the Afterthought here. Your boy is either real, and then this is a response to Chris Brussard's comments on Undisputed. And first of all, shouts out to Skip Bayless. You know what I'm saying? I like Skip a lot. And what I like about Skip Bayless is that he sees both ways, okay? He looks at both sides. You know what I'm saying? He's just not one-sided person. Okay? He treats everybody equally on his show. So that's what I like about Skip Bayless. And I respect Skip Bayless' opinions a lot. I prefer his show over ESPN First Take because I don't watch First Take no more. Because to me, Skip Bayless was good with Stephen A. Smith. That's a duo that can't be replaced. But since then, I've watched a lot of Shannon Sharp, and I've subscribed to a lot of Skip Bayless' Undisputed show. But this is just a response to Chris Brussard's comments. I find what Chris Brussard said about Connor McGregor to be very offensive, very racially biased, and very one-sided. And he was basically disrespected interracial couples when he brought up what slave masters did to black women back in the days, 400 years ago. But before I get to him, I'm going to talk about McGregor and Mayweather because I feel both of them were offending each other equally, okay? Both of them said a lot of things to each other, but I'm going to clear this up right now. Conor McGregor is not a racist, all right? Conor McGregor is no way, shape, or form hating black folks at all. Because if Conor McGregor was really racist, he would have nothing to do with Jay-Z, period. He wouldn't be listening to hip-hop music at all, okay? So y'all gotta stop letting the media trick y'all and let the media program y'all to put black versus white hate because they've been doing that for years, okay? Conor McGregor has no hatred towards black people at all. Matter of fact, y'all need to recognize when y'all a real racist white person from somebody who's non-racist, okay? A real racist white person would have nothing to do with black folks, period. A real true racist white person would not be listening to hip-hop music. He would have nothing to do with black folks. A real racist white person or somebody in general, period, who supports the KKK, who's a Confederate, who in the Civil War was representing the South, they would have nothing to do with Jay-Z. Nothing to do with black folks, period. They wouldn't even go on a show that has a Shannon Sharp or Chris Brussard. That's somebody who's truly racist. But no, Conor McGregor is a man from Ireland. He was born in Ireland. He's just a fighter doing what he loves. And the man loves hip-hop. And another thing y'all need to understand, too, that hip-hop has become an international thing. Like KRS once say, hip-hop has become another religion. People from all ethnicities around the world love hip-hop culture. They love our rap music. Like Charlamagne said in VAD TV a long time ago, hip-hop is not just for black people. It's for everybody. Okay? And I like the fact that a lot of people all in the world, whether they be white, black, Hispanic, brown, yellow, I like the fact that they like rap culture. Doesn't make them racist at all, but it's that they like rap music. They like what we brought to the table. Okay, they like these lyrics. They like the beats. They like the drum patterns. Not that they try to be racist at all. So black people, you can't stop being offended as easily. Yeah, Chris Brussard, we're supposed to take slavery serious. That's not tolerable. But what Conor McGregor did was not racist at all. The man is entitled to like black people. Period. He's entitled to like black people. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for him to have a black female fan base. The man is not being racist at all. But still, it don't escape the fact that Mayweather was out of line by wearing that Irish flag and then throwing it on the ground like that. Okay? So let's get this out the way right now. Mayweather had no business disrespecting the Irish flag. That goes against what everything Irish people stand for and their culture. He disrespected a whole nation of people by doing that. Okay? And see, Mayweather is lucky because history has shown us that there are countries that will go to war right now when you disrespect a flag like that. See, had this been a Russian flag, a Korean flag, you know what I'm saying, a Cuban flag, or whichever nation he worn, and he disrespect a nation of people like that, it'd be countries ready to go to war. This is why America is hated as such. And see, all Mayweather did is give people a black name. All he did was make it harder for the black man and black women growing up in America, because now people for like, let's say people from Ireland, all these other countries will look at black people differently. Because black people like Mayweather act too ignorant. Okay, that's all Mayweather's been doing, was acting straight ignorant. He's letting that undefeated record of like 40-0 get to his head. That's the one thing I like about Mayweather, because Mayweather does things without thinking. He thinks because he's undefeated that he can't be touched, he can't be stopped, and he can do and say whatever he wants. But no, that's not the case. Mayweather needs to understand there's certain things that you can't do. You got to be respectful to your opponent. Because y'all understand this. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even feel McGregor's pain because you're not Irish. Now, me personally, my big mama, my grandmama, happens to be Irish. She's mixed with Irish. She's black, Irish, and Choctaw Indian. My great-great-grandfather came from Ireland, settled in here to Oklahoma, and married my great-great-grandmother and had my big mama and like 6 other kids. No, say like I said, it would hurt my big mama if she was to turn on the TV and see Floyd Mayweather take an Irish flag that her people come from and put on the ground and disrespect it. How you think she feel right now? Matter of fact, how you think everybody that's Irish who live in America and come from Ireland, how you think they feel when they see that? To see Mayweather disrespecting their fighter, disrespect somebody that represents their country. Matter of fact, you can't even go to Olympics and disrespecting other people's flags because it makes America look bad. Okay? But yeah, a lot of y'all wondering why America gets a bad name from all these other countries. Why Kim Jong-un from Korea hates us. Why countries like Korea wants to nuke us. Why? Because of what people do in America. That's just terrible. Okay? Now, to Chris Brussard. And Chris Brussard, I hope you listening to this video. I want you to really listen to me loud and clear, brother, because this is me from one black man to another, right? I understand that you don't like slavery, and I understand you don't like racism, but how are you gonna bring up Connor McGregor saying that he likes black women, saying that he likes his black female fan base, and that he's black, he's half black? Okay, I understand that Connor McGregor shouldn't play about being black. He shouldn't play around with the black comment saying he's half black. If he's not black, okay, he was out of line for saying that. But Conor McGregor has a right to like black women if he wants to. Chris Brussard, to say that Conor McGregor is not racist because he made that comment means that you're being ignorant right now. You're making him racist when he's denied it. Conor McGregor has a right to like black women if he wants to. Okay, if he loves to dance for black women and strip for them, that's his own right. Okay? But see, Chris Brussard, what you're trying to say is that Conor McGregor being his skin color, he can't like black women. That means you don't want him liking black women because you don't want that to happen. Chris Brussard, when you say that means you don't like white people dating your black sisters because you have a problem with it. Just because you have a problem with it doesn't necessarily mean that they can't like it, okay? Chris Brussard, when you say that, you offend the white man who do like black women, who do respect black women, who don't have that same lustful mentality as the slave masters. You offend the black women who are married to white men. You offend the children who are married into biracial couples. Chris Brussard, that's what you're saying when you make those ignorant ass comments. Because that's what it really was. It was straight out ignorant, okay? I feel Conor McGregor did nothing wrong with that. The man straight told you, denied that he's a racist. Okay, so get off his back, Chris Brussard. And Chris Brussard, you probably don't like white people, period. You probably wouldn't let your daughter date white men. That's your own opinion. Okay, that's the America you want to live in. But don't deny a white man for dating a black woman. If a white man loves or respects the black women, he doesn't hit them. He doesn't call them a nigger. And he respects the black women, then I feel he should be entitled to date a black woman he feels free to. Just like my skin color. Like I said, for example, in the past the past 3 or 4 years, I've dated a lot of Latin women. Why? Because I like Latino women. I like Mexican women. That's my own opinion. I like my Mexican sisters, okay? I think they're beautiful. Doesn't mean I'm hatred. Doesn't mean I'm racist. It just means that I like a certain group, okay? Conor McGregor has a right to date black women. If he likes his female fan base, he likes black women, then that's what he should be free to say. But to say the man is still racist, trying to say that he's not racist because he said it, it's just like I say, it's out of line. To say he's racist, you make out like he was just making fun of black women. Chris Brussard, when you said that. But Chris Brussard, let me take you back. Since you break up the slave days, let me take you back to the civil rights movement, brother, because I believe you. Because see, one thing, folks, I hate hypocritical black folks. People that think they got a whole lot of money that feels they're above certain people. See, Chris Brussard obviously feels that he can say whatever he want to say, and he didn't forget what happened to black folks, period. But Chris Brussard, let me take you back to the civil rights movements, okay? When Martin Luther King was basically said his speech, and when he was basically fighting for civil rights and fighting to end segregation, there were white people that actually fought with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., okay? There were, like I said, there were white men and women that believed in Martin Luther King's dream. There were white people that basically supported Rosa Parks, okay? Chris Brussard, let me take you all the way back. Whether white folks were Jewish, Catholic, or trailer park trash, which some of the racist white people view some of the white folks to be, they still supported black folks, okay? There are white men who were in love with black women. Have you not saw A Bronx Tale? What happened when Robert De Niro put out The Bronx Tale, that is actually true. That's based on a true story. Robert De Niro loves black women. He's married to a black woman, okay? There are white people like Robert De Niro who support the black community, who loves black women, period. They are not racist at all. So Chris Brussard, when you made that comment, you disrespect people like Robert De Niro, which is totally unfair, okay? Like I said, you disrespect a group and ethnicity who represents an interracial course, okay? There are a lot of interracial couples in America, men and women who are black or white, who are married to these interracial couples who have biracial children. When you make comments like that, you're trying to deny white men are dating black women, and you're trying to deny black women are dating white men. That's what you're saying, because you don't want that to happen. And see, Chris Brussard, you look at your skin color right now, and like I said, I'm just going to remind you about who you are. Because look at yourself in the mirror, Chris Brussard. Most people look at you right now and look at you as either having a white man, a white father, or a black woman for a mother, okay? Or vice versa. Your mother could be white and your daddy could be black. Either way, Chris Brussard, two skin colors like me don't necessarily make a shade color like you. So Chris Brussard, you got some white people in your family. You come from a half-white family. So how dare you say, and how dare you bring up what happened in the slave days 400 years ago? People don't want to keep being reminded of that. But again, you probably don't give a damn because you feel you can say whatever you want to say. You making all this money, you can say whatever you want to say. But no, brother, there's a limit to that. You on national TV talking about, you know what I'm saying, a white man that basically denied himself of being racist, saying that he likes black women, saying that he's actually racist because he said those comments. That's what you're basically saying. So Chris Brussard, I hope you like and listen to this video. You need to check yourself on that. You need to apologize right now. You need to apologize to every white person in here who supports the black people, who dates black women, who loves them. You need to apologize to them right now because you are out of line. That is totally offensive. But never once have you acknowledged Mayweather for being mean to McGregor, being mean to Irish people. Never once have you acknowledged that at all. And yeah, of course Mayweather gonna deny it. He gonna try to say McGregor's racist because he's trying to throw the attention off of him. And let's just keep this real right now too, because why does it take Skip Bayless to point out Mayweather's faults? Okay, Chris Brussard, you did not acknowledge the fact that Mayweather has been known to have beat women. Mayweather has went to jail twice for domestic abuse, for abusing women. He has been known to hit his wife, beat his own wife, a black wife at that. Yet this man has opened up a strip club and put women's pictures on the internet. Okay, this is the same man. Never once have you acknowledged the fact that Mayweather supported Donald Trump, who most black folks hate right now. Mayweather has donated thousands of dollars into Trump's campaign, and yet y'all wonder why Donald Trump got into office so easily. Because of Republicans like Mayweather who supports Donald Trump and bought into his campaign. But of course, Chris Brussard, you ain't gonna talk about that at all. Why? Because that don't affect you. Chris Brussard, you probably just as Republican as Mayweather is. But for you to say that about Connor McGregor is totally out of line right now, brother. You need to check yourself on that. You can't have it both ways. Because, yeah, us as black folks, we don't like being called the word nigga. We don't like any derogatory comments towards slavery. We don't like anybody calling us an ignorant comment as such. But you can't be mean towards a certain ethnicity neither. Because at the end of the day, Conor McGregor is Irish, okay? When Mayweather coming out to that press conference wearing the man's flag in the country represents and throwing it on the ground was totally racist. And ignorant his own self. And again, this is the problem with black folks, okay? This is why black folks are being called a bad name. This is why black men and women can't be respected in other countries. Because we act too ignorant. Okay? We can't just tolerate racism, yet we be racist towards another ethnicity, another country, another race. That can't happen both ways. We can't treat people the same way they treat us. We got to treat everybody equally and fair. But Chris Brussard, you obviously have forgotten about Dr. Martin Luther King's protest. You know what I'm saying? When he had a dream, he dreamed of equal opportunity for everybody. Okay? But Chris Brussard, I always got to remind you about where you come from, because you obviously forgot about that. You feel you get to say whatever you want to say, Chris Brussard, but don't be Stephen A. Smith. That's the reason why Stephen A. Smith is called a coon to most black folks. Okay? You know different than when Stephen A. Smith commented about women's rights, which got him suspended. Folks, what Chris Brussard said on Undisputed can actually get him in trouble by the network, okay? Because believe it or not, there's people in the network right now that's over the media who's probably married to black women that don't take too kind to what he said about white folks. Don't take too kind about breaking up slave history, okay? This is the problem I have with a lot of successful black people because, like I said, they forgot where they come from. They forgot that there were white people that supported black folks, okay? Because what about the white people who got, you know what I'm saying, attacked with black folks during those civil rights movements? What about those white folks who are down with the Black Panther movement? Okay, what about them? You know what I'm saying? What about the white folks who fought against the North, who fought with the North against the British South, okay? And against the Civil War, who ended slavery? What about people like Abraham Lincoln? The reason why Abraham Lincoln is on a penny and his penny is brown versus the silver dollar is because he's freed the slaves. Chris Brussard, when you make comments like that, you disrespecting people like Abraham Lincoln. Okay? Like I said, what about the people like Robert De Niro who are married to black women? All right? What about them? Of course, you don't care about them, Chris Brussard, because like I said, you probably don't take too kindly to white people dating your black sisters, okay? But that's your own opinion. It doesn't mean that everybody thinks the same way you do. Every white man out there who likes black women don't have that same lust in them. Because there are white men, believe it or not, who do respect the black women. You know what I'm saying? Who do treat them like queens. Who do adore them. Who do love them equally as their own skin color. So, folks, that's what I want to say right now in this video. Like I said, this goes out to Chris Brussard because I don't take ignorant comments fairly at all. I don't like that at all. I don't like ignorant comments. When somebody says that, especially when it comes towards my people, because like I said, my grandmother, my big mama is half white, okay? When you say stuff like that, you disrespect interracial couples, okay? You disrespect where my big mama comes from, represents. A lot of my family, believe it or not, are biracial. There's a lot, you know what I'm saying, in my family, we have Mexican, we have white, we have Asian, we have Jamaican, we got all kinds of ethnicities in my family. So when I hear something like that, that just disrespects my own people, okay? And then stuff like that just can't be said. And I'm going to have a talk with Undisputed. I'm going to email them personally. I'm going to talk to Skip Bayless. I'm going to reach out to them. And I'm going to talk to Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. They need to check Chris Brussard. Chris Brussard needs to openly apologize to what he said about Connor McGregor. Because Connor McGregor has denied being a racist. And if he was truly racist, he wouldn't have said that. He wouldn't call himself half black at all if he was racist. All right? So y'all need to understand this right now. So anyways, man, y'all stay blessed. Stay tuned. I'll see you soon. But again, this is something I have to get off my chest. And because like I said, I'm not a racist man at all. I mean, I feel if you're in America, you're free to date and marry whoever you want to marry. As long as you respect that person, you respect that culture, everything is fine. But I feel Chris Brussard was just wrong for what he said because he was just out of line for saying stuff like that. Because again, man, people don't want to keep being reminded of what happened in slavery. I don't know why he would even bring that up at all. Notice, and this is one thing, notice about Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless don't bring up slavery at all. Okay, that's the one thing I do respect about Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless respects his partners. Okay, he respected Stephen A. Smith. He respects Shannon Sharp. Never once when you see Skip Bayless bringing up about what his people did to black people, because I was totally mean as hell. And Chris Brussard, what you gotta understand too, that there's a new generation. Okay, everything and just how you grew up and how you was raised back in back in the 60s or 70s ain't how these new millennials operate. Okay. Chris Brussard, what you need to understand, there's a lot of interracial couples. There's a lot of interracial dating. The hotel I work for has a lot of interracial couples checking in, okay? So Chris Brussard, when you make comments, you say, like I said, once again, you basically piss off a certain group of people that have equal rights as we do, okay? So I believe the NACR needs to investigate Chris Brussard. He needs to be checked on that. Anyways, man, I've said enough I got to say. But again, like I said, I don't tolerate racism, period. Like I said, we got to do better as a community. Peace.